Hey, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been here in a while, but today we're going to talk about what are the things that you need to know if you want to be a music producer or if you want to make your own music at home. You got to remember that you're going to have to spend a little bit of money just to get in the business, a distributor to get your music out there, and unfortunately that costs money. The streamings, they don't pay very well. You can be in for the money at the beginning because the way to promote your music is the hardest part. Promote your music is really hard these days. It's really hard to get to the people. I know everybody has their audience, and don't think that your music sucks or that you can't make music or that nobody's gonna listen to it. I go into those moods sometimes, and it's very stressful and depressing. But at the same time, you're making art, and every art has its audience. That's my belief. The problem is how to find them, right? Or how they find you. And the only way is promoting. And that's why the music industry, really, they put the music on your face because they have that. They have the money to put ads all over social networks, to be on TV, right? On the big TV shows where all of these artists goes and they promote their music. So really, it's not about quality of the music, it's about how you get the music to the people you know is gonna love it. And for me, it's been very hard, to be honest. It's very hard to promote your music when you have a lack of social media. You know, like it's because I'm not a big fan of social media. And that actually, it's a problem when you want to promote your music because you have to promote it that way, pretty much, because that's all that you have. If you have your Facebook, if you have your Instagram, and trying to get some good followers so they can at least get a taste of your music. And not necessarily, like my Facebook is all my family and different age brackets. And yeah, and most of my music I do it in English, and all my family speaks Spanish. So really, it's just about the music, what they hear. Sometimes it's tough to promote it within your own family. They're always going to support you, so that's really good. You never know, you get picked up by a playlist, and it happened to me a couple times, and that's how I get a few hundred streamings. But also, the lifespan of music is super limited. You put a song out there, and it doesn't even last a month, and then your song, technically, it's old. Back in the day, you make an album, like let's say 10, 12 songs, and those songs can stay for years in the charts, and they can stay for years in the radio stations and all of that. But these days, a song after a week, and everybody listen to it, pretty much the song is done, and then let's go for the next one, let's go for the next one. And that's what these big artists can do, right? They have like all the industry and the people to come up with hit after hit because basically they have the time and the money to do that. Time is also something that you need to consider because in my case, I have a day job. That's how I can pay for all of this stuff that's here. At the same time, how do you promote your music? You know, if you're not a promoter, a national promoter, because most of us are here for the music, for the art, not for the business. Some of them are, and it's legit. Like there's people that they're really good at promoting their music and buying Facebook ads and but really I don't know how good that is. Let's say you might spend $20, $50, $100, $300, but are you getting all of your money back? You know, like I'm a little bit skeptic about when people put ads and say, no, just put your ads here or promote it this way. And I think everything is just a business. And unfortunately, that's a huge turn off for me. I cannot just keep spending money trying to promote something and then two people listen to it, right? And it's not because they don't like the music, it's just that you're not hitting your right audience. And the problem is like, how do you get to them? You know, and I don't have the solution. I'm not going to give you the solution in this video. I'm just trying to give you my views about this. But at the same time, you cannot stop. Like if you love doing this, if you love making music, you should continue making music. Not for everybody else other than you. You know, like if it makes you happy, it takes you away from your daily routine. And plus that, you have one or two person that really loves it. I mean, that's I'm paid off, right? My kids always rock all my songs. And to me, that means the world. And of course, I would love to have more people listen to it. But at the same time, I think it's about quality. Dedicate the time that it needs. I do spend a lot of time down here trying different sounds, and but that's the fun part. That's what I love, and I don't want to lose that. I don't want to turn in this into a business. That's what you have to do, is trying to put as much music as you can out there, so there is more chances that more people will catch to it. And when they get to you, you will already have like 10 songs that they can listen to. That's what happened to me a couple of times. Is people that like started with one song and they realize that I have like a few songs out there, and they listen to the whole thing. And that's a kind of like, to me, it's like the perfect audience that you need, right? In numbers, that can be, to me, it can be like 10, 2, 5, 100, 200. You need people that really, really likes your music and they can listen to it and to make you yourself happy. To me, music has been with me since I was like 15 years old. I'm not a professional musician, but with all of these years of experience and experimentation, I guess I can play and I can put music out there. Singing is not my best quality. Writing song is not my best quality, but I do it because nobody else will do it. So I'll do it. I'll do it. And also, when you have your sound in your head or your song, just finish it up. Finish it up. You know, the more you do, the better you're gonna get. The more time it goes, the better you're gonna get, better quality music. And that's, fortunately, that has been my experience. If you listen to my first song that I put out there to my last song, I see the progress. People can hear the progress. And my wife tells me, friends tells me, look, this sounds amazing. And also I look back to my first recordings and I'm like, what I was doing, right? How would I miss that? And it's there forever because I'm not taking them down to fix them and fix them all over and over again. A lot of people do that. A lot of people likes to keep working on their songs for months and they never release it. And that's my other experience. When I'm working on something, I'm trying to finish it because if you don't finish it, you could be doing this for years, trying to fix the same song and sometimes make it worse. And then you end up scrapping that song because at the end of the day, you're sick and tired of it. Also happened to me a couple times. And also that's part of the process. That's part of the process. That's part of the learning, right? Like, I consider myself more like a creator, somebody that likes to experiment with things, try different things. Video and photo has always been with me. That's actually my educational background. Camera, photos, lighting, that's what I actually went to school for. Audio is always been with me just because I play music since I was like 15, like I said. And I was always surrounded by microphones, preamps, and mixers, and so I know how to operate them. So I'm always like bouncing back and forth with different interests. I've been really into photography, into film photography. I learned how to develop film and do everything. And now I just recently bought a digital camera, this one that you're watching the video, and I'm taking photos, and I love that too. But that's all part of the creativity that you need to develop. That's also going to help you to do your music. Everything is connected. Everything that you can get out of you and put it out there, it's what matters, right? Don't get frustrated if you don't have the audience that you wish, or you become millionaire and you can live out of this. Most likely, and I don't want to kill the dreams for you, but most likely it's not gonna happen. I mean, right away. It can happen in the future. Trying to be happy with what you're doing. Enjoy every single second that you spend doing this. Also consider the people around you. Don't get into a bubble. Don't just do this and get too focused on this, because after that you're gonna get frustrated. It happened also to me a couple of times. You say, why do I spend all of this money? Why do I have all of these synthesizers? Why do I keep buying microphones if I never use them? You know, you're gonna get into that kind of funk, and it's not nice when you get to that point. But really enjoy them. I have very good microphones. I play synthesizer. I love every single one of them. People ask me why you have so many, and I'm like, they all sound the same. It's like, no, like every single synthesizer to me is like a person. They have their own characteristics. That comment kills me when people tell me, oh, all synthesizers sound the same, or all preamps sound the same. And that's the other thing. If you're going to spend your money, spend it wisely. Over the years, I've been buying a lot of stuff. I had very cheap stuff. I went all digital. I had everything digital, and then I went all analog, and now I'm like in a hybrid mode. But the problem is that I spend a lot of money in between just buying cheap stuff. And my recommendation is save your money, and buy the good stuff because that's gonna help you. You're gonna spend less time focusing on the sound and you're gonna be able to create. And that's the whole point, that we are here to create music and to be creative, and you need the proper tools to do that. That's my belief. It's like somebody working as a handyman, and you need to screw something or like fix something. You don't go with a butter knife. You actually take a screwdriver and do that job. You know what I mean? Have the proper tools to do what you need. And of course, there is different kind of screwdrivers. You can get a $20 one or you can get a $200 one. So same with audio equipment. Don't get caught up in all of these people they're trying to preach and telling you you should get this, you should get that. Big guys are there for the business too. They get promotions, they get free equipment, and all of us that we're not making any money with YouTube are like buying into that and then get caught up into that. Then you spend your money and you don't spend it wisely. So it's good to watch all of these reviews. It's good to get a lot of knowledge. I got all of my knowledge via YouTube and watching other people's and seeing other people's and trying to figure things out for yourself too, by trying, by playing, by creating, by making a song and redo it and again and putting music out there and then putting more music out there. That's the only key to learn. If you just stay home and focus it about the equipment and you don't play it, then you need to think about doing something else, because time is gonna pass and you're not progressing, right? And that's gonna frustrate you at the end. Things happen when the time is right. Don't accelerate things. After 2 weeks making music, there is cases, you can become very famous. But most likely you're going to need a lot of practice. You're going to need a lot of training. You're going to need screwed up a few things before you make something right. But that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of learning. So please keep making music. That's my message for today. Don't get caught up in the little things and work on the big things. Work on your creativity. Try new sounds. And also trust your ears. I have very expensive stuff. I don't have the greatest studio monitors, but they work for me. And I use 100% of the time my big hairy ears. If it doesn't sound good for you, probably won't sound good for anybody else. If it sounds good for you and it's the feeling that you're going for and the sound that you're looking for, that's it, man. That's it. Music is subjective. You might have the best equipment also, and you're done with your song, it sounds great in your studio speakers, and then you put the music in your car and also sounds great, and then you put it out there and somebody listens to it on a crappy cell phone with crappy headphones. So music is subjective to the people that listens to it. Trying to find your audience, be truthful to yourself, don't try to copy too much other people, trying to come out with your own thing, and be truthful to your style. Everybody tells me, why don't you try more electronic music, do house music, or I like synth pop. I grew up with my brothers listening to 80s music, Depeche Mode, Pet Shop Boys, all of those guys. So that's what actually I enjoy listening and doing. So I'm trying to be truthful to myself. I could perfectly make more modern music, and I do once in a while. But really, be truthful to yourself. If you like one style, whatever that style is, be truthful to yourself and do it, because most likely it's going to come from your heart and people is going to feel that when they listen to it. So that's it. With that said, please check out my music and I'll check out yours. I promise you. If you leave me a comment and show me your music, and I will definitely follow you back and support you, because all of us need to support each other. I check a lot of new music, a lot of new artists with any styles, and I go in there and I always leave a like, I leave a follow, because really We all get caught up in our own little worlds, and we all expect that everybody do that for us. But when was the last time that you went out there and looked for new music and support artists like you? So think about that and do it. So please, if you like this video, subscribe. My YouTube channel, I'm close to the 600 followers right now, but I've been trying since 2015, so it's been a long time. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.